I think this would be day 6. I'm not sure if I'm gonna record today at the gym or not, but I'm gonna take this pre-gym video just in case I decide. Today is gonna be arms. Gonna focus on bicep. I feel like my triceps aren't, I wouldn't say like super well developed, but I feel like they're doing pretty good. I feel like I hit triceps more often, especially on like shoulder and chest day versus biceps on back and then arm day. So I'm gonna focus on the biceps more. Should be pretty good. My Jeep is back at the Jeep guy trying to get fixed. I had it re-geared and the axle seals replaced, but then when I got it back, I was driving it for 500 miles to kind of break in the gears, and then I started getting like the classic Jeep death wobble, but not at highway speeds. It was more at lower speeds when a bump hit. So it's not an issue with the geometry per se, but definitely something going wrong. He said something about the ball joint maybe being worn too much, so I'm gonna have that replaced. So I'm back in the Corvette again, which very happy about. I love this thing, but it's definitely getting a little bit colder. A lot of leaves and sticks on the road, so as soon as the first snow happens and the salt comes down, I'm gonna have to put this away for the winter, but that's the way she goes. I was driving it today. I met some kid my age at the gas station who said he does photography, and he was commenting on my car. And we were talking about the tires, and he mentioned, he was like, "Oh, this tire's a little low." And in my head, I was like thinking PSI, like tire pressure. And I was like, "Oh, yeah, like I don't think so. It's at like 30, it should be fine." And he didn't say anything, because I actually had gotten a flat tire on my left side, not the right side where he was talking about, but on the left side the other day with a nail. I have run flat, so I wasn't sure if they were going to fix it, but $13 at Town Fair Tire. They took them 2 hours. They fixed it. Came back after the gym, got it, put it on. Worked like a charm, so that's pretty huge. But I was in the mental state of, oh, PSI, tire's low. But he was actually talking about the treads, which is, it's just true. My treads are getting a little low. They're not dangerous yet, but I'm very wary to replace them yet, because these tires, they don't make them anymore. So I'd have to get either 2 or 4 new tires. And if you know anything about the C7 Grand Sports, they have 335s in the back, which are pretty wide, and they're run flats. So each tire to replace is like $500. So I do not have the money to replace 1, 2, or much less 4 tires. So I'm gonna make sure these wear as much as or these last as long as possible. Probably gonna use them for the rest of the season, have them rotate the tires, do the oil change, put it away for the winter, and then maybe around next summer, after I get the spring session in, that's when I'll have to talk to my parents about maybe replacing them. Hopefully I'll have a job by then where I can chip in some money and actually make sure I have enough to pay. But yeah, pretty good. Pretty good overall. No issues with the Corvette. The Jeep's been having a lot of issues, but I mean, it's at almost 80,000 miles and done a lot to it, so I'm not super surprised. Just a little frustrating to have, like, I guess what would be for me the daily driver not work as well. So maybe like 5 years down the line, I'll end up getting a third car, which will be like my real car, and this one in the Jeep will be a little bit more fun oriented. But that's very far down the road. Let's not even think about that now. Gonna go to the edge. It is, what time is it? It is 2:37. Gonna be there by 3. Should be a good arm day. Definitely focusing on the biceps. I gotta think of more forearm exercises to do. I feel like the wrist curl is good, but I feel like I was looking a little goofy doing it almost, and I didn't really feel until the last it takes a lot of reps to really kind of get that going. So be able to just do a little bit more reversed curls, things like that, and kind of look into it for the future, which should be good. Gonna try to get not too quick of a workout. I still want to make sure I hit the muscles and then get my cardio and sauna in. But I do have a Halloween party at 6 o'clock that I got to get to, so don't want to be late for that. All my friends from home usually go to my friend Taylor's house. His parents love to make the decorations and stuff and make it very Halloween themed, so should be fun to see him. I haven't seen him in a while because he just joined the police academy, so he's been 9 9 a.m. Monday to 5 p.m. Friday, just over, I think he said he's near Post University in Connecticut, but I haven't been able to see him as much, but he's put in the work. Very good. Respect that. That's huge. But yeah, it should be a good Saturday night Halloween party. Yesterday, Halloween actual night, I got back from the gym and I was just hanging out with my parents. I put on I took off the Doom costume halfway through the gym because it was very hot, and then put it in the bag, and I came home and then I put it back on after eating some food so I could hand out some candy to the trick-or-treaters. We didn't have too many people. It was probably like 4 or 5 groups. My road's pretty large and a lot of people live on the lake, so a lot of them have golf carts, so it was usually a group of people on a golf cart showing up with a couple kids, kind of getting the candy. We had some adult beverages for the parents, and then yeah, it was a good night. My mom was watching Harry Potter, The Deathly Hallows, Part 1 and Part 2, and there was commercials, so it was extremely long. I think she started at like 9 and it ended at like 2 in the morning or something, but definitely a Halloween themed movie. Some people say it's Christmas themed. I wouldn't say the Deathly Hallows are Christmas themed, but Harry Potter in general can be Christmas themed since it usually happens at Christmas. I think the Yule Ball is Christmas and things like that. But no, it was a good night, and this morning I got up, I brought my Jeep in, got a sandwich, got ready for the gym. I did a little job assessment online for a company I'm applying to in Utica, New York called ConMed. So hopefully that goes through. That'd be great. But yeah, now I'm on my way to the gym. Gonna do arms. Should be a good sesh. Hopefully, I mean, I'm gonna probably end up using it. I'm gonna try to record, but I've been trying to, in the gym, obviously, I've been trying to record myself and, like, not care about other people, but sometimes I just kind of want to get in there and just, like, focus on my workout and not, like, focus on my workout and recording. My phone's also been using a lot of battery doing that, but no issues. I'll make sure it's fully charged next time, and I got to get on buying that mic so I can maybe talk a little bit in between, or even just hit a home workout and talk in between, so we'll see, but I'll see you in there. pretty decent workout. Not like the best ever, but pretty decent. I didn't really get to do forearms like I wanted to, but my forearms were like definitely feeling it when I did some reverse curls. And I don't know, I think I hit it enough to stimulate the muscle, but definitely gonna need to look at some more workouts in the future. Maybe I'll hit up my brother, see what he says. But no, very good workout. Time to go to this Halloween party. I saw my boy Eric. My homie Eric was there. He was ending his workout as I was starting, but I got to say hi to him. But I'm gonna see him later at the party. I believe he's going as Bugs Bunny and Lola with his girlfriend, so pretty fire. But yeah, it was a pretty good workout. I definitely hit pretty close to failure on biceps. Triceps, I feel like I can always do like a lot of volume and just keep going. I would really have to go like superset a lot to kind of go to failure for triceps. I mean, I definitely hit failure on some exercises, but no, it was pretty good. I tried to pose a little in the little, I mean, I wouldn't even say lighting room because it's not very good lighting, but like the fitness classroom, I did a little bit of posing there. I'm pretty shit at it. I need to be a lot more lean before I start looking or feeling confident when I'm posing. I feel like I got too much kind of body fat hanging around, but we'll get there eventually. You gotta start somewhere for sure. So although I kind of seem to only pose when I do arm day, which I guess kind of checks out since my arms are a little bit more developed than I would say the rest of my body, and even though I have a little bit of body fat, they kind of still stick out more. So no, it was good. I did 15 minutes on the incline treadmill, and then only 8 minutes in the sauna. It's 5:09 now, and I have the party at 6, so I got to get home and shower. But yeah, I'm just trying to think of what else I can improve on. Definitely, probably gonna have to get a mic soon. I was said that a couple videos ago, but I never did it. I feel like it would look weird talking to yourself, but I looked around and I feel like there's a lot of people on the phone anyway, so whatever. I don't really care if they see me with the tripod and the microphone and doing my best. Like, you're really gonna hate on someone for trying, and if you do, then that's just kind of the type of person you are. So is what it is. I had one set where I tried to do reverse curls, but the weight was a little too heavy, and I had one of those Sam Sulek moments of too heavy. I thought that was hilarious, at least to myself. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it going. I saw Sam Sulek had a Halloween like freaky video where he got a good arm pump, and then at the end he had some kind of funny Dexter setup where he had like the plastic sheets with like a chainsaw noise, and he had like blood splattering on the walls. I thought that was pretty creative. So shout out Sam. Always creative. Always fun to watch. I feel like that's probably like the biggest inspiration. I'd say I want to look like Alex Eubanks, but in terms of the videos, I feel like Sam is kind of the way I want to do it. Just a little bit talking before, talking after, lifting, and kind of explaining my lifts during. Although I would say the biggest thing I need to improve on is not necessarily the workouts, even though obviously you can always improve on the workouts. I think the biggest thing I need to improve on is really dieting. And in terms of that, like, not necessarily counting calories, but of course counting calories, but counting the macros. I feel like I'm a little bit, I wouldn't say scared, but I just like don't even want to deal with the effort of like how many grams of carbs, how many grams of fat, how many grams of protein. I've never done that. I've never weighed anything. So I feel like that would take a lot of mental effort, but just because it's effort doesn't mean I shouldn't do it. So we'll see if I go towards that. I'll talk to my brother, see what he thinks, get some insight. But yeah, it was a good day. Tomorrow is technically a rest day. I usually do shoulders, legs, arms, rest, chest, back, or legs, chest, back, rest. I'll have to look at my program again. I don't know how I forgot, but we'll see. But yeah, next it should probably be chest. So hopefully I'll get a good chest day in next time you see me. But until then, end video.